The United Methodist Church may be heading for a split, but it's far from a done deal.
The issues of homosexuality and same-sex marriage are at the core of the divide as the denomination tries to address diverging views. John Shumway is live in Shadyside with the story. John.
Yeah, second only to Catholics in our region. There are 820 United Methodist churches in western Pennsylvania, and many, like here at First United Methodist Church in Shadyside, are displaying rainbow colors these days to indicate that they welcome everyone. Traditional churches would tell you they welcome everyone too, and they believe that these churches are crossing a line written in the Bible. There is very little gray area in the issue that Methodists around the world are trying to resolve. Spoken very clearly last February by Ingomar United Methodist Church Pastor David Streets and St. Paul's Jeff Sterling.
In the book of Romans, Paul speaks clearly in opposition to homosexuality.
We believe the Bible has far more scriptures about welcoming people and including people. And we have the example of Jesus, who didn't deny anybody.
That rising issue so polarizing, some no longer want to be under the same Methodist umbrella.
They just can't see a way to make it work. And so we respect that and we honor that.
Cynthia Moore Koikoi is the resident bishop of the Western Pennsylvania Conference of United Methodists and says the agreement announced last week is far from final.
It means that there are a group of folks who have recommended that, but it must be affirmed at the General Conference in May.
But that group of folks came from all sides of the issue.
It's the people who are at the table that make me hopeful that this plan could work.
If approved, the United Methodist Church could actually end up splitting into 3 different denominations.
It's basically saying we're going to do a kind of benevolent split.
There would be the traditional denomination who opposes same-sex unions, progressives who embrace it, and centrist or...
The United Methodist Church, however, the church that will stay, you might go into one local United Methodist Church and they're very progressive, one that's very centrist, and one that's more traditional, all living together under that same United Methodist umbrella.
And within the centrist or remaining United Methodist churches,
a pastor has a right to decide who he or she will marry, and a local church has the right to decide what activities happen in their building.
Now, ultimately, the churches and conferences will decide where they feel most comfortable if a split does occur. And under the protocol, money issues are also addressed. In addition, the churches and the conferences will decide, and the denominations, whether they want to continue to take part in the world relief efforts that the United Methodist Church is involved in. Often when you have a disaster situation, the Catholics and the Methodists are first on the scene to provide relief. The vote in the Methodist Church will come in May. Reporting live in Shadyside, John Shumway, KDKA News.